all, it's Meredith Winston here from Paper Canteen Creations. I'm here to share a couple of tips and tricks using one of MFT's newest Die-namics, the Mix and Match Banners set. As you can see, there are 4 different banners that come in the set. I've popped mine apart for ease of cutting and not to waste precious cardstock or designer paper running all 4 through at once when you don't need to use all 4. So I've just snapped them apart, and I do keep them in a little plastic baggie so they don't get lost in my in the folder where I keep all of my Die-namics. So I just wanted to show you a couple of different ways that I've used them in this week's previews. Here I've used them on my one of my Ski Bunny cards, the a la mode Ski Bunny. And you can see I've just used them in a more traditional manner. I've cut each using some vintage paper that I had, and I stamped a sentiment that I'd snipped apart on each, one word on each of the banners. And then on my Pure Innocence Baby Lamb card, I used the single sort of flag-ended, pennant-ended banner. And you can see it's a little bit longer than the banners that are displayed that are actually cut. I cut a little bit longer, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And then again, on my Pure Innocence Good Fortune card, you can see I made a really wide banner, but it has the end of the sort of, sorry, I'm using my phone today for my video, so it's trying to pull focus. So you can see it has this sort of scallopy edge, bracket edge, if you will, but it's a much wider version. And right now I'm working on another Ski Bunny a la mode card. So we're going to use, I'm going to again use this pennant end flag. So I'm going to show you how to make a nice long strip so you can add a larger sentiment or use up a different stretch, a different area in your cardstock. So come on over with me to my big kick, my Sizzix Big Kick. And today I'm going to cut it using just plain craft cardstock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my die down just like this on the edge. And I always use some very low tack, just blue painter's tape. It's like, you know, you could use repositionable tape, but I always have this tape in the house for my kids' craft work and things because it doesn't stick, doesn't harm your paint on your walls. So I use it when I hang up my kids' artwork and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gently lay down the painter's tape right across the edge so it'll peel up nicely when I'm done. Now, I've already placed my platform and my cutting surface here, and I'm just going to lay down my paper, my cardstock, and the die, and you'll notice here is the actual trick. You want to have the edge, this edge right here, this flat edge, hanging out of the plastic cutting surface. You want to make sure you don't cut that because then it's going to cut the whole piece, and you want to make sure that you leave one end not cut. So I'm going to slide my cutting plate in place. I'm going to pull it out a little bit so I can actually get them both in there. There we go. Now you notice I have sandwiched it in between my 2 cutting plates. See here? But I'm leaving the end hanging off so that it won't cut that edge. Okay, now I'm going to roll it through my cutting machine, and I apologize, I have to sort of put my phone down. I don't have a mount for my phone. So I hope this stays. Alright, so I'm just going to leave it like that while I just roll it through my machine. Okay, bear with me for a moment. Okay. And again, I apologize for the delay. I'm pretty new in making videos, so. Okay, you heard the click as it went through. I usually roll my dies through twice, just once forward and once back, just to make sure that it actually cuts all the way through nice and neatly. So now you'll notice that when I pull it out, I have my cut, and it only cut through that one side, so the pennant side. So I'm just going to pop the die off. See how easily that just popped off? And see, now I have 1/2 of my banner, if you will, cut. So So now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to line it up so it lines up nice and straight, going the other direction. And again, I'm going to make sure that I hang this edge off again, just the same way I did, so it doesn't cut all the way through. So I'm just going to put my phone down again and run that through my die cutting machine. And again, any die cutting machine will work. You just have to make sure that you hang the edge of the die right here that's sandwiched off of the cutting area, because you don't want to cut that through, because then you'll end up with the smaller banner. So I'm going to roll that through one more time. I heard it pop through. Okay. So now I popped it through. Okay, now I have two ends, if you will. I'm going to peel this off again. I don't need that anymore. I'm just going to set that to the side. And we're going to go back over to my desk. And now I have my banner that's cut through like this. And now I'm just going to take scissors and snip through those areas. And you could easily use your paper trimmer for this, but I'm just going to use my scissors. Again, sorry about the lighting. It's a little hard without a camera, without a mount for my my phone or my video. So I'm just going to snip through, and see it ends up a nice long banner like this that I might position on the right here, or I might use for the interior of my card. I'm not entirely sure yet how I'm going to use it. And if I wanted to back it like I did on my Pure Innocence Good Fortune card, I just tape it down or adhere it down to whatever background paper, whatever mat I'd like to use, and then carefully trim around with my scissors. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed my little video today. And thanks again for popping by. Have a great day.